They have some kids that can play, and right now they're one of the top 3 teams in the MAC.
Your comments on the first half. 3-ball was key. Marist got down. Marist actually got up at one point by 6. Oklahoma with their star player on the bench with 2 fouls. Daniel Robinson sat out the last 12.
Hey, Marist did what they wanted to do, I think. Really wanted to force a lot of 3-pointers. When they didn't close out, Stevenson knocked them down. But when they closed out, they missed. I mean, I thought Marist played a great first half, and they were not in awe of the Oklahoma on the jersey. And I thought they played tremendous on both ends of the floor.
All right, that wraps it up on our Eye on the MAC report. We'll come back and look at some team numbers, some individual numbers as well after this timeout. You're watching Marist basketball on the Cable 6 Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Charlie North, president of the Dutchess County Regional Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm John D'Ambrosio, president of the Orange County Chamber of Commerce.
We're here to remind you to think local first.
When you shop, dine, and even shop online, think local first.
Because when you think local first, you keep our local businesses in business and you keep our local people employed.
Remember, we all have a choice where we spend our money.
Think local first.
Brought to you in part by locally owned Davis Furniture, once again voted best furniture store in the Hudson Valley.
Today, the latest tools for fighting cancer are found right here at the Eileen M. Hickey Cancer Center at St. Francis Hospital. The best cancer specialists working with the newest technology, treating every aspect of the patient. A revolutionary process we call integrated care, with patient navigators that guide you and your family through every step of the healing process, from diagnosis to treatment. The cancer care you need close to home. Another reason people depend on St. Francis.
Educators, you create lesson plans every day for your students. Isn't it time you created a financial plan for you and your family?
Hi, I'm John Vita, and I can help. In 2002, the tax laws increased the limits on qualified plans for several years. The law also provides tax-free withdrawals for qualified education expenses through 529 college savings plans. It's not too late to benefit.
So take the opportunity today and plan for tomorrow. Call John Vita Jr. at 452-5121.
Marist basketball is brought to you by Davis Furniture, once again voted the best furniture store in the Hudson Valley. And Williams Lumber and Home Centers, the name you know and the name you trust. Nail it right the first time. And Orthopedic Associates of Dutchess County, helping you make all the right moves. Pepsi Cola of the Hudson Valley, your total beverage company. Rebath, America's largest bath remodeler. And CDPHP, a plan for life.
Our halftime numbers are brought to you by Earl Fiden Appliances as we take a look at some team numbers from that first half. Both teams obviously shooting the three-pointer well, we saw earlier, but Marist 15 of 25 from the field for 60%. Oklahoma made just over a third of their shots. The free throw percentage favored Marist as well as they hit 3 of 4. Oklahoma was 3 of 5. And the rebounding, Marist staying within reach, and a +3 for the Oklahoma Sooners, who normally out-rebound their opponents by 5.5 a game. Leading scorers in the ball game, Naisha Stevenson. What a stroke she had in that first half, knocking down 17 points. And she was 5 of 7 on threes. Rachele Fitz. She did it outside and she did it inside. And she went over 2,000 career points during the course of the first half. A look now as Stevenson leads them with 17. Hartman with 8 off the bench. And those were 8 key points. McFarland also had 4 down low. Fitz and Allensbach each with a dozen. Kate Oliver, who got the start tonight, with 6 for the Foxes. Sherry Cole electing to keep her team in the locker room until just a minute or so ago. And now she has brought them back onto the floor. And again, they only travel 9 players. And their key player, Danielle Robinson, 2 fouls during the course of that first half. And then Naisha Stevenson looked like she had injured her ankle for a brief period of time, but came back and played well in the final 10.
She really did.
All right, with Christian Farrell right now as the head coach of the Oklahoma Sooners.
Coach, a tough 20 minutes of basketball on the road. What do you tell your team in the locker room?
Well, let's don't give Fitz any more threes. We talked about that, limiting their attempts, and we need to get out and run and transition. Marist jumping back in that zone has really affected our transition game. We get a lot of points out of that, so we got to push the envelope and run.
All right, thanks, Coach.
That's Sherry Cole, the Oklahoma Sooners head coach. 292 career wins under her belt. So Rachele Fitz, she comments about Fitz knocking down the three. She did it on the block. She did it outside. It's part of her arsenal now, the outside shot. She's extended her offensive game each and every year, and she's capable of knocking it down. And what I like about Fitz, now she can go by him on the dribble, which she's very, very capable of doing. Alan Spock, a great compliment to Fitz. They look for each other. They've looked for the third option throughout the year. Sometimes it's Corey Elyard, sometimes number 10 right there, Kate Oliver, who got to start tonight. I thought Oliver was active with her hands. Very, very active, and hey, she's struggled shooting the basketball this year, but you see the stroke she has. She is going to be a very good shooter just because of her release point on her jump shot, and it was good that she got off early in this game. Now, Brian George is upset, obviously, with the performance against St. Bonaventure on Sunday. They lose 61-43. They shoot 32% from the field. He's got to be elated. They make 15 of 25 against the nationally ranked program in the first half. Oh, absolutely. Really good ball movement. They had some good high-low entries. Laterza gave Brian Georges some good minutes inside. Had a couple of block shots. She's active inside. Really nice high-low entries into Fitz. So hopefully she'll do more of the same in the second half. And again, Coach Cole talked about the transition game they want to get into. They want to go 94 feet. That didn't happen with Marist making their shots. Oh, no question about it. And the two quick fouls, you know, obviously were very, very key with Robinson. She played the first 8 minutes of the game. She was out the last 12 minutes of the first half, and that's a key stat as well. Rachele Fitz, 4 of 12 on threes in her career as she started tonight. And tonight, she's a perfect 2 for 2. So just about ready to resume second half action. Place really filled up in the final 5 minutes before the tip. The student section, the Foxhole, has been very active, and it's a great college atmosphere once again. Oklahoma into play Marist. Oklahoma from here goes to West Point, and they play the Black Knights tomorrow night at 8:30. In case you're in that area, get over there, get some tickets to see Army in Oklahoma. Unfinished business here, the final 20 minutes. Robinson will start in the second half. Posting is Thompson, and she, too, had a very quiet first half. Really good defensive play, though, there by Oliver, Dean. Her hands straight up, really contested the inside shot there. Thompson on the norm, averages 12 points and 10 boards. She was held in the first half to just 2 points. Foxes rimming out by Alan Spock, hustling Corey Elyard. And then she'll pop it. Another weak side rebound. Barros was out rebounded by 3. Fitz air under it, and it's a 3. Hey, she's feeling it from outside. She's not hesitating at all. It's a rainbow jumper, almost hits the lights. And another one goes in for Fitz. And the Foxes lay claim to a lead of 3. Elijah with Oliver coming over and Fitz off the double team. It'll be a two-shot situation. Yes, that name sounds familiar. Olajuwon, her dad, Hakeem Olajuwon, who was such a great player for the Houston Rockets and also at the university there. And that's where Abby was actually born. So Olajuwon will shoot 2. She, too, not a great free throw shooter at 53%. You can see it's a good foul by Oliver. You can see on Olajuwon's release, she almost shoots it 2 hands. Does not have a good stroke from the foul line. First foul on Oliver, and she clangs another one, but Robinson comes away. That's the 3rd time Marist has given up a loose ball off a missed free throw. Oliver just has to get her up the lane. Not a good job checking off the glass by Oliver on that free throw. Robinson laying off for Stevenson. What a guard tandem that is in the Big 12. Here's Stevenson, short. A surprise rebound, Olajuwon, and Fitz hacked her. So Fitz picks up the personal. Olajuwon's got great bulk inside. She does. In that possession, Marist can't get into it. This is their 3rd possession. You know, you have to rebound the basketball. Here it is again on the replay. Again, you know, when you give them 3 tries, they're going to convert. Marist has to continue to do a good job on the backboards. And rolled home that time after Olajuwon had just missed 2. She gets that 3rd one to go. And she, too, has really been a role player, playing behind the Paris twins during her career and stepping into a starter's role, and she makes 2. And the Foxes now lead it by the count of 40-39, it should be. And it will be an inbound situation. So it shows 40-38. I thought Olajuwon had made the 2. Oh, she did. You're exactly right. It was 40-37 at that point. So Yard's got it. And Fitz, she got hit on the elbow by Thompson.
We've seen that her whole career. She hangs in the air, takes the foul. She's going to the line for 2 shots.
So the second on Amanda Thompson.
Here it is again. Really a nice basket cut there by Fitz. Gets hacked. Good call by the official. It's going to the line for 2 shots.
Okay, Rachele Fitz on the way with Fitz, who averages 9 free throws a game, shooting at 87%. Second best on the team. Brandy Gang, who had hit a free throw earlier, leads him at 90%. So Rachele Fitz, and they now have corrected the score. And it's 42-39. They hadn't given them that second free throw by Elijah. Here's Robinson. Now for Stevenson, whipping over for Roethlisberger. And the Foxes again are getting beat off the punch sometimes. They're not getting loose balls.
They really are. You know, not a big discrepancy rebounding-wise in the first half, but they have not done well.
Robinson steps into a 15-footer, put back Olajuwon, and Olajuwon has come to play in the second half.
He really has. We knew that they would pound the glass, and they certainly have started that with in the first 2 minutes of the second half.
She was 0 for 4 from the field in the first half, didn't score in 8 minutes. Quickly down the court, Rachele Yard.
Great athletic play by Yard, switching it to her right hand or offhand, and got the soft dribble drive to go down.
4 tonight for Rachele Yard, sophomore from Leesport, PA. Here's Stevenson. That shot was falling in the first half. Fitz was entangled with Thompson. They point at 12. That's Rachele Fitz. Crowd doesn't like that call, and there is Brian Georges. Georges is saying, "Hey, you're MAC officials."
Hey, it's the outside officials play, and he's right. I mean, they missed that one, but Marist got to play on. Not worry about it.
Down on the block for Olajuwon. And skied down by Olajuwon, but a steal by Yard. Look at Robinson claw her way back in. Danielle Robinson. Again, one of the top players for Oklahoma. Whitney Hand is out with a knee injury. The miss, and Fitz that time. Thompson coming from the backside, and Thompson is called in to check out of bounds.
You still want her to take that shot, though, Stevenson, as long as she's closed out, Dean. You know, there are the three-pointers, then you have to rebound the basketball.
Here's Yard to take it down the middle of the court. Okay numbers. Fitz blows by Olajuwon, and Thompson picks up the foul. That will be number 3 on her.
Excellent recognition by Yard, seeing a wide-open Fitz in the short corner. Fitz does a great job taking it to the goal, again contorting in the air, taking a foul. Here it is again on the replay. Really excellent recognition by Rachele Yard. Fitz gets hammered. She goes to the line for 2 shots.
That's our Adams Farraker Farms fresh replay. Fitz, who just made 2 earlier. I don't remember her putting so much air under the ball in the previous seasons. Do you?
Well, not her 3-pointers, really. I mean, they really have a significant amount of arc on them. No, I think it's a little bit more. She always has had that feathery touch from the line.
Yeah, she really puts some arc on this free throw as well. Rattled around again. Fitz with a great start. 19 in the ball game. 7 in the second half. And then a reach-in called against Marist. It's against Christine Best. First one on her. Third one on Marist here in the half. We were tied at 37-37 at halftime. You can tell it's a home crowd. You pick up some vocals, don't you?
They didn't like that call either on Best. Got her on the reach-in.
Stevenson, entry now, Olajuwon, blows by Oliver. What a gorgeous look. She didn't look that fluid on that block earlier in the first half.
She really didn't. She's coming out very, very active. Really nice footwork there, showing her ambidextrous move there with the left hand.
Allensbach along with Fitz, Best, Yard, Oliver on the floor. It's a clear out for Allensbach. Going to the tin and didn't get turned properly that time. This is Robinson in transition right to the cup. Too much spin. Oliver for the clear. 3.5 in. Marist up by a full possession. Second half. Here's Fitz. Posting. Moving to the baseline. Draws the foul.
Really, she's just got too much quickness for him inside. Her footwork's great. Really good head and shoulder fake. She's going to live on the foul line.
So the third foul called on the Sooners here in the second half. And Rachele Fitz back to the free throw line. Perfect night, 4 for 4. Last year